There's a moment when the world is still waking up, and before the noise rushes in, you feel it. The quiet truth you usually avoid. Not panic, not sadness exactly, just a heaviness that sits beneath everything else. If you're here right now, maybe it's because you recognize that feeling. The sense that you've been carrying more than you admit, surviving more than you process, and holding yourself together in ways no one ever sees. God, I'm here because I don't know how to keep pretending I'm unaffected. I've learned how to move through life efficiently, but not gently. I know how to endure, but I've forgotten how to feel safe while doing it. There's a tiredness in me that comes from always being composed, always being reasonable, always telling myself it could be worse. But today, I don't want to measure my pain against anyone else's. I just want to be honest about my own. I've been living with my guard up for so long that it feels normal now. I don't expect too much. I don't hope too loudly. I don't let myself imagine things working out without preparing for disappointment. I call it realism, but deep down I know it's fear trying to protect me. God, I don't want to live braced for impact anymore. I don't want to shrink my heart just to avoid being hurt. If you are near, sit with me in this truth, not to fix it, but to witness it. To remind me that I don't have to be strong in your presence. I'm not asking for answers yet. I'm just asking to be seen, fully, honestly, without having to explain myself. If these words feel like they're describing something you've never said out loud, pause here. Like this video and comment, I'm listening. Sometimes the first step toward healing is allowing yourself to stay. God, as I stay here a little longer, I begin to notice how carefully I've been living. Every decision measured, every emotion filtered, every reaction softened so I don't seem like too much. I didn't realize how much of myself I was editing just to feel safe. I've learned how to read a room before speaking, how to sense disappointment before it's said out loud, how to adjust myself so others feel comfortable, even when I don't. And over time, I stopped asking whether I felt okay inside those adjustments. There's a quiet ache that comes from always being the one who understands, the one who forgives quickly, the one who holds space while slowly losing their own. I tell myself this is maturity, but sometimes it feels like self-erasure. God, I don't know when I decided my needs were optional. When I started believing that wanting reassurance was weakness, or that asking for consistency made me demanding. I learned to accept less than I needed and call it peace. I don't want to keep living disconnected from my own emotions. I don't want to confuse silence with strength or distance with wisdom. If you're inviting me back to myself, help me not to resist it. There are feelings surfacing now that I kept buried because they felt inconvenient. Disappointment, longing, sadness that never had permission to exist. I don't know how to hold all of this, but I don't want to push it away again. God, sit with me in this honesty. Remind me that my emotions don't scare you, that my vulnerability doesn't overwhelm you, that I don't have to minimize myself to be loved. I bring you the version of me that's tired of being easy to handle, the version that wants to be real, even if it's messy. If you're here, help me believe that I'm allowed to take up space. If this part resonates with something you've been quietly carrying, pause here, like this video and comment, I'm allowing myself. Your words might be the permission someone else needs today. God, there's a sadness that doesn't come from one specific loss, but from the slow realization that I've been living disconnected from my own desires. I adjusted so many times that I forgot what I originally wanted. I compromised so often that my heart stopped speaking loudly. I've been existing in a state of quiet self-control, monitoring my reactions, downplaying my feelings, convincing myself that this is just how adulthood feels. But deep down, there's a part of me that feels unseen, not by others but by myself. I carry guilt for wanting more. More depth, more connection, more softness in a world that rewards toughness. I tell myself to be grateful, and I am. But gratitude shouldn't require self-denial. And yet, that's what I learned. God, I'm tired of negotiating with my own heart. Tired of telling myself it's fine when it isn't. Tired of being patient in ways that quietly cost me joy. I don't want to lose my sensitivity just to survive. There are emotions rising now that I once dismissed as inconvenient. Anger that never found words. Grief that never had space. Longing that I labeled unrealistic. I don't know how to hold all of this, but I don't want to silence it anymore. If you are restoring anything in me, let it be my honesty. Let me feel without immediately correcting myself. Let me sit with discomfort long enough to learn what it's trying to teach me. God, I don't need to be fixed right now. I need to be understood. I need to believe that my feelings have a place, even the ones that are messy, confusing, or unresolved. If this part reflects something you've been carrying quietly, pause here. Like this video and comment, I'm being honest. Your honesty might give someone else the courage to stop hiding. God, I'm starting to see how much of my life has been shaped by what I learned to endure quietly. I stayed longer than I should have. I accepted less than I needed. I convinced myself that discomfort was just part of being responsible, mature, faithful. But inside, something kept asking to be heard. There's a fatigue that comes from constantly translating yourself into something more acceptable. From softening your truth so it doesn't disrupt the peace. From choosing harmony on the outside, while chaos grows quietly within. I didn't realize how much that was costing me until I started feeling distant from my own life. I've been reliable, consistent, present for others. But I've also been absent with myself. I learned how to show up without actually arriving, how to listen without being listened to, how to give without asking to receive. And I told myself that was strength. God, I don't want to confuse self-abandonment with sacrifice anymore. If you're inviting me into a deeper kind of wholeness, teach me how to honor what I feel without guilt. Teach me how to believe that my needs matter too. There are memories surfacing now that I avoided because they felt unfinished. Conversations I never had. Boundaries I never set. Versions of myself I outgrew without saying goodbye. I don't want to rush past this grief. I want to understand it. If healing means slowing down enough to feel what I postponed, stay close while I do. Help me trust that acknowledging this pain won't undo me, that facing it with you will actually make me freer. God, I place these unspoken parts of my story in your hands, not asking you to rewrite them, but to help me carry them with compassion instead of shame. If this resonates with something you've been holding quietly, pause here. Like this video and comment, I'm choosing honesty. Your words may be the reminder someone else needs today. God, as I reach the end of these words, I realize I'm not looking for closure. I'm looking for permission. Permission to stop carrying everything with clenched fists. Permission to admit that I've been tired in ways I never gave myself space to name. I see now how often I pushed myself to keep going when what I really needed was to slow down. How I mistook endurance for growth and silence for strength. I didn't fail because I felt this deeply. I felt this deeply because I'm still alive inside. God, I release the belief that I have to be composed to be worthy of peace. I release the idea that needing rest means I'm weak. If you meet me where I am, then this moment, unfinished, tender, uncertain, must be enough. There are still things unresolved, still questions without answers, still parts of me learning how to trust again. But I don't want to punish myself for being human anymore. I don't want to harden just to survive. Thank you for staying with me while I've been learning how to feel again, for not rushing my healing, for not demanding certainty when all I could offer was honesty. Thank you for holding me steady when I couldn't hold myself. As this day continues, I choose to move gently. I choose to listen to my heart instead of overriding it. I choose to believe that becoming whole doesn't require force. It requires compassion, patience, and presence. If joy returns slowly, I will welcome it without fear. If healing unfolds quietly, I will trust it. And if today is simply about breathing, staying open, and not giving up on myself, then today is enough. God, I place my heart back into your care, not as something broken, but as something becoming, still learning.